I'm such a good actress. If you guys haven't noticed, this is the makeup look that is kind of trending a bit on TikTok. It's the crying makeup look. I definitely think it is an interesting makeup trend, but I do love trends like this, like the boy beat or the I'm cold makeup. I think that that's so cute. If you guys want me to do a video on that look, I definitely can. But this is my creation of the crying makeup. I think it definitely does look like I just finished crying, but like afterwards, because while I'm crying I look like a mess. No one wants to see me cry because I'm not a pretty crier. Afterwards, I do think, I know this sounds horrible, but I do think that like under eye bags and like tired eyes and like crying eyes, I think they're so pretty. And like the little redness on the nose and like stuff like that, that's probably super sick of me to say, but I do. But that's why these trends are trends, you know? So if you want to see how to make yourself look like you just finished crying, then please keep watching. Alright, so I'm starting out with some crazy looking, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Dior Skin Tint and just apply it just a little bit, and with a wet beauty blender. Normally I don't really care if it's wet or dry, but I'm gonna make sure it's wet this time because we want it to be shiny like that. I'm gonna go over everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and powder up my face just on the areas that get oily, and because we don't want it to be too dewy. Okay, so powder is on, and I'm going to go with that wet beauty blender just over my cheek area. Just like that. Just because I wanted to get a little bit wet before we apply the blush, but we're going to do blush after we finish eyes. I'm sorry you can hear the police. I have my windows open. And I live in Miami. Okay, so eyebrows are done. You don't really have to do anything crazy. I just filled them in like I normally would, just so that I don't look like I have no eyebrows. This hair is bothering me so much. It's like turned like this. I can't stand that. Like, it looks cute on some people, but it doesn't look cute on me, especially because I have layers. Like, if it was all one length and I was like, oh, it's so cute, but it's not. It's just like random. Whatever. For the eyes, I want it to look red, which my eyes already have that vibe. So I'm going to go with this shade from the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette, which I think is absolutely perfect. And I'm going to leave that natural, like, oiliness I have on my lids. And if you don't have it, it's not a big deal, but I'm just going to leave it and just build on top of that. So I'm just going to go like that. And let your veins show through. We're just trying to get an all over wash of red. I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner. Right here. Just a little dot in that outer corner. At least for me, my eyes get mostly red on the inner and outer corner of my eye. And with that same shade, I'm going to bring it up on my cupid's bow and like in my nose a little, like that. And then with that same fluffy brush, I'm gonna go on my nose and just kind of stipple the redness on, and then with that same brush just bring it out just a little. It already looks like I possibly was crying. The part of this look that I think creates the most like, oh, I was crying vibe is taking some, this is the Rosebud Salve. I'm gonna use, but you can use Vaseline, and putting that on your eyelashes like a large amount. I should close my window. It's really loud. I think that there's like someone in a helicopter looking for people. But just kind of messily putting it on your eyelashes like that. I'm gonna put whatever's left over on my lips. I'm closing my window. It's just too much. And then I'm gonna wipe away some of that here. And again, the eyeshadow placement wasn't, you know, everything. It's more about these wet lashes, and you see how it made it look wet down here? You're just moisturizing your lashes. I think already I look like I've been crying. And if it gets down there anywhere, you know, who cares? And now I'm going to take some blush. I'm going to use this Sunny's Face blush in the shade, I think it's Doll. I'm just going to dab that on my cheeks. Just very lightly. And I'm going to dab it in this area as well. So applying the blush down here will kind of give like that cold look that people have been going for too. So yeah. And then I'm just going to dab it around. And honestly, my skin gets very splotchy when I cry. So if it's not blended in perfectly, you know. So I think that that is good for the face and the eyes. And now we're going to move on to lips. I'm going to take a little bit of a lip tint, and I'm going to put it on the inner part of my lip. That looks too fake. I'm going to just rub it out a little. Very messily. Right, so this is the completed look. I think it came out very cute if this is the vibe you're going for. I understand if some people don't like looks like this, like the boy beat or ones that make you look like you're crying. I completely understand it's not for everyone. It is kind of just based off of like a sad feeling. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.